A lot of our patients come to us feeling really frustrated, and I totally get it because I was that patient. So I started this business really because I myself couldn't find the solutions that I needed in conventional healthcare. My story is I had a baby at 35, geriatric pregnancy, and after having him, even 2, 3 years later, I just still felt horrible. And I was like, okay, this isn't just postpartum anymore. What's going on? And I go to the doctor. I tell him, I can't sleep. I'm having hot flashes. I'm angry, irritable all the time, crying at the drop of the hat. Kept gaining weight no matter what I did. And it was like a 5-minute visit, and they wrote me a prescription for birth control pills and an antidepressant and sent me out the door. And I think I even cried when I got in the car because I was like, she doesn't get it. And like I've tried those things and they don't help. And it was like, here's some pills, come back in 3 to 6 months if you want to. There was no like plan, there was no explaining what was going on. And I just felt really defeated. And I know a lot of my patients have really similar stories to that. So, having been a conventional practicing nurse practitioner for the last 15 years, I knew that that provider was not doing anything wrong. They were following standard of care. It's just that the regular conventional medical system is not set up for the kind of care that we need. We're not in the hospital, we're not dying, but we are not living full lives and we are not feeling like ourselves. And at this stage in life, we have so many demands. Like you've got a family to take care of, your job is peaking, you're probably taking care of elderly parents, you're being friends to all your other women who are losing their mind, and we have a lot to do. We can't feel exhausted and irritable all the time. So, I started doing my own research to try to fix myself and going back to experience that I had working in some non-conventional settings. I worked for a chiropractor for a while and got exposed to more outside of the box thinking, started doing my own research, and started realizing there's a lot more that we can do to help people in this middle age. I hate to say it, but when your body just isn't functioning like it used to anymore, but you're not sick, your labs look completely normal and you're going, but why do I still feel miserable if my annual visit, they're telling me everything's fine and not offering me any solutions. So then what do? You go to the internet, you get the TikTok, maybe this magical supplement will cure all of my problems. And you know what? Although we love supplements here at the Cove, it's just not that simple. You really have to look at the whole body, figure out what's going on. You have to look at your metabolism, your inflammation, your nutrient levels, your thyroid function, and like really look at your thyroid function and your hormone levels and work through all of those to really start to feel great again so that you can do the things you want to do with your life, have fun again, have energy when you get home after work, not feel like that 5 to 9 is just this miserable second shift that you're dragging yourself through, but can you enjoy spending time with your family after work? And if we can look at the whole body and start to investigate and slowly peel things off one layer at a time and address all of those underlying dysfunction, you will start to get your life back and feel great again. So that's what we want to do at the Cove is offer that really in-depth and comprehensive care to not only help you understand what is going on with your body, but also empower you to have the solutions to get your life back again. And sometimes it takes some big changes. Sometimes you have to be willing to say, okay, what has worked for me for this long isn't working for me anymore. I used to be able to get up at 4:30, hit the gym, fast until noon, have book club after work. Maybe your body just can't do that anymore. And so we kind of help women take a step back and say, how do I need to change my lifestyle? And let me tell you, we are not only going to tell you to exercise more and eat less. We are so tired of hearing that. We've been told that our whole lives. And you know what? It's just not that simple. You can't exercise more if your body is depleted and running on nothing. So sometimes we have to step back and recover your body before we can push it more towards exercise. So that's a different message you might get here than you get from your regular doctor. Some other things that are different about the Cove than other places you may have been is we really start with a really comprehensive look at you and your body before we start offering solutions. So we're not just matching symptoms to medicines. We are looking at 5 areas of what we consider underlying health that has to be optimized before you can start to feel well. So you come into our office for your first visit. It's a lovely, cozy place. We want everybody to feel welcome and comfortable, not this like sterile, white, cold doctor's office. And we're going to get your labs drawn and get those out of the way so that you can have a cup of coffee and have a breakfast bar, and then we can have a conversation. And the goal here is to really understand where you have been with your health journey, and what your goals are. Because we may really want to perfect your cholesterol. But if you're not sleeping and you're cranky with your family every day, those are the things that we need to address first. And then we can work towards optimizing your future health. And so we really want to make sure we're hearing and understanding what you're here for. We take this really comprehensive look at labs where we look at thyroid, hormone, vitamin levels, metabolic health, and inflammation factors. And we start to prioritize those things for you. You get this really detailed care plan that says, here's what's going on, here's what your labs are showing us, here's what your symptoms are showing us. We put it all together and then outline a plan. And the plan is really comprehensive. Yes, we offer prescription medications, and we think outside of the box. We're going to offer things that you probably haven't been offered at your doctor's office. We use a lot of customized compounded prescriptions because not every body needs the same dose of the same medicine. And we also use natural supplements almost as prescriptions. We match the supplements to what your goals are and what your body's dysfunction is so that you're not just taking a bunch of trendy stuff that you see online, but you know that this is helping you and why we're doing it. We also incorporate lifestyle, and those lifestyle changes are so much more than just eat better and exercise more. We're going to talk about stress management, prioritizing sleep, how your body may still be dealing with some trauma that you've experienced in the past. All of these things are so important to helping you feel like yourself again. So after we go through that complete evaluation, we get the labs back. Then you meet with your nurse practitioner. You're paired with a nurse practitioner who has the expertise that you need and a personality that you will jive with. And so you're going to be with one dedicated nurse practitioner the whole time you're with us. You're not going to come in and see a different person every time and have to start over with your story. That continuity of care is so important because we really think about it as kind of slowly peeling back one layer at a time to get you to feeling amazing again. And so after that, we hope that we've figured it out. We've got you feeling good. We've got you set on a medication regimen. And then we spread out appointments to a maintenance. So every 6 months, we just pop in and see what's going on because bodies change over time. And we want to make sure that we're with you every step of the way so that when things start going off the rails, we can help bring you back again. So that's what we do at the Cove. We've been doing it for 3 years. We think, it really works. Our patients have shown that they really value what we do, and we're really excited about just helping more people in North Alabama.